You are now listening to the number one podcast in the multiverse with your hosts, Azrin and Alfika.
This is All the Way with A&A.
With your hosts, Azrin and Alfika.
The video has been removed by the uploader.
Yo, okay, so if we're live, then I guess we're live. Welcome back to the New Year's special edition of All the Way with A&A. Welcome back, man. It's 2021. It's the new NBA season. I'm here with Alfico, man. What's up? What's up? Say what's up to the family.
Just to make you feel better, yeah, it's live.
Oh, nice. Okay,
It's
so we're
live now.
live.
It's live now.
That's nice, man.
Yeah, we're
This is the thing about doing your own show. You have to deal with the technical difficulties, man. Yeah. So, yeah, man, welcome back to the new season. How you feeling about this?
I don't feel good about my team at all. They're struggling.
Yeah, we'll get into that. It's one of our topics today. But before that, I want to jump into one of the, sometimes we don't get enough time to put the topics on our sidebar. So this is a segment called Off the Top. So things that just came out like today and 2 days ago, 3 days ago. We're gonna cover just a few points if you don't mind. So today, if you remember, today Melo crossed Tim Duncan on the what was the record again? Was it the all-time points list?
Did he?
Yeah, he crossed Tim Duncan, man. Timmy D, man.
Well,
But he did it.
Timmy.
Yeah, Timmy D. He did it in style, though. He did it in Portland. I think he's gonna go far again this season with Portland.
Oh yeah, he passed him and scoring.
Yeah. So that's Melo's story.
Congrats to Melo.
Yeah, man.
Now he just needs to win the championship. That's all.
Yeah, bro.
I don't think it will happen. I don't think it will happen.
He's the only one
Unless
besides. Yeah,
unless he joins LeBron.
I think.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's good news for him. He extended to 2023. So if he wants to come join the Lakers, then maybe
Then
they
they'll-
can trip it even.
They
They
can
can trip
trip
it.
it.
They'll win this year, and then they'll win the next year.
Yeah.
With Melo.
So another news is off the top today is Lucas Tantrum, man. I saw a video of him. He got fouled today, or one of the recent games he played. He got fouled on a play. He got so mad he kicked the video board, the display board, and it broke. I don't know if you saw that video, but I don't know what you think
did.
about that. Is it uncalled for, or was he okay with, was he understandably mad?
Initially, I felt he was entitled, like he like those spoiled kids, they get paid.
He is a kid, yeah.
I mean, he's still a kid. That's why, like later on, I figured that he's just being a kid. When I was that young, I broke tables, broke my racket when I was playing badminton. When I get angry,
Yeah, it happens.
if
yeah.
I don't, if things didn't go my way, it happens. You're a kid. I mean, it depends how you see it. Basically, I saw it
For me, right?
initially as
Yeah, I
being
saw it. I saw
entitled,
it
and
a
later on
lot
being
of.
a kid.
I agree, though. I agree. I agree with you in that. I understand why he's mad, but I've never seen that side of him or any player that would take out their tantrum, their anger on on the video display board. But that was funny to me the first time I saw it, and then I'm like, okay, so this guy's really mad. I don't understand though. They were winning at that point, weren't they?
Yeah, they were up like 20.
They
and
were up
I don't know
20.
why. They were mad. Yeah.
And he's mad. They were like, that's a competitive
Yeah.
spirit.
Yeah.
And then another in a sadder news is Ja Morant got injured, and I hate to see it because the way he got injured is the worst way you can ever get injured. You jump you jump and you land on someone else's foot, and you roll your ankle, man. That sucks to see.
I mean, of course, that's terrible. But what my perspective of it is, he is the engine of that team, and if he's gone, they have no identity basically. They just play. They just play. You know, they don't have any playmaker. They don't have. I mean, they have scorers, but playmakers always get the game going. You know, like he always finds the open shooter or the or whoever cuts to the basket. You know,
Yeah,
like
man.
that. You know.
Yeah, I agree though.
So I think I think this will cost them the playoffs
This
because he's out for a
early?
month, right? Yeah, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he's out for a month. So I
But
mean,
yeah,
he could run it back, but it's gonna be difficult because he's in the West and the competition there is very high. You
yeah.
got Portland, you got the Jazz, you got the Nuggets, you got the Lakers, you got the Clippers, you got the Golden State. They want to make a statement, you know, after Clay having having another year to miss, you know. So yeah, so
Oh,
everybody is all hands on deck basically.
that's true. At
So
least he's not like,
that's why
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
I mean, that injury with your leg or your foot, that will cost you 1 month of bench time. But, you know, things like what
hmm
happened to Kawhi when he got smacked in the face, now he's wearing a mask. So I think he's got it. In injury wise, Kawhi is surviving.
yeah.
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
got it
got
good.
injured by Ibaka, so another
Oh
brother.
man, that's heartbreaking, man.
Uh,
The chef.
I wasn't heartbreaking for me at all. I thought it was hilarious. The fact that it was Ibaka was hilarious to me.
Yeah, I mean, in a way that my heartbreak is out of laughter only. Like they were
Yeah.
buddies. Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, they were buddies, and it was inadvertent, and
And oh man, I couldn't see injuries, repeatedly. But when I saw that, the amount of blood that came out of his face was like he broke his entire face, man.
yeah, like you're exactly right.
Yeah,
Like it kept pouring,
yeah.
like pouring out of his mouth. It was
Uh,
that bad, but.
oh yeah. Okay,
Yeah, for him
so
it was that
yeah.
bad, but it was hilarious for me. Hilarious.
Man, okay, man. Speaking of
Sorry,
pouring,
Kawhi, but it was hilarious.
Kawhi is he's gonna fine you for this, man. He's gonna fine you. Yeah.
I don't care. I live it in though. I don't care. Come, get Corona.
All right. Hey, speaking of pouring blood, but we're talking about pouring points in our first topic of today. It's Nets' future prospects. We have to see, we have to take note of this new dynamic duo, man, Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. I've I've always wanted to see them on the same team, but I never thought it would be on the Nets
Why? Like,
because
where did you first wanted them to be like together in
it,
what team?
I can name like any other team, but could you like predict
Cavs.
Cavs
Cavs.
probably, yeah, yeah. But I couldn't predict like either of them would choose Brooklyn as a situation for them to deal with, man. It's weird, but
I
yeah.
think I think I think I think I talked about this previous podcast where it wasn't supposed to be Gordon Hayward that's supposed to come to Boston. It was him
Mm,
because at that time he was a free agent, right? When Kyrie got traded to Boston, right? Am I correct
yeah,
or
I
am I
think so.
wrong?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so I could have gone there, but maybe he thought that the championship, what's it called? The championship, the chances basically is greater in Golden State than
yeah.
Boston. So I understand. I understand. For puppies, you know, Jason Tatum and Brown.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, so it could be a hindrance, or maybe it could have been a confidence boost. But
They are.
we don't know what happened, but we don't know what will happen because obviously that didn't happen.
Yeah,
So we just take it as it is.
they're doing better than the Nets, than the Celtics. Sorry, the Nets are.
No, they have this. we have the same record, 3
Well,
and 3.
I don't
They-
know. If you want to see the margins of winning, well, I know a win is a win, but the way the Nets have been playing, it's like
Ah,
yeah,
okay.
like they
The
could.
way they've been winning is blowouts,
Yeah.
but you have to take into account they're in the East.
Oh yeah, that's
So-
true. That's true. Yeah.
I mean, they haven't played the Lakers yet. They haven't played the Clippers yet.
I
So.
know. Yeah.
But so far so good. You know, they seem to complement each other,
Yeah.
and we'll see how it goes from there. They haven't fought yet, which is good so far.
They haven't fought yet. You know,
Yeah.
I hope that this is
No.
what Kyrie is looking for, and I hope this is what KD is looking for. I know that when they agreed to join the team, they're like, I'm only joining it because the other guy is in it. But I hope this is what they're looking for. I hope they're happy, and I hope they can perform well in this team.
Yeah, hopefully we're not jinxing it, you know.
Yeah.
I hope as much as I've grown to not dislike Kyrie as much as when he left Boston. Like his actions, I know we can talk about his actions as of late, but it'll take another hour. But I don't want to talk about like that because I don't want to talk about those things because it's sad and
Wait, you mean a good thing or a bad thing? Because the last thing I heard, off court from Kyrie is he paid for like 10 students college tuition or something, right? Or is that not what you're referring to?
no, like he took a shot at LeBron and then
Uh,
he chose not to speak to the media because he doesn't like talking to pawns, whatever the hell that means.
okay.
Uh,
He is weird. He believes in flat Earth, so I think we'll give him a pass for that.
yeah,
Man.
I don't like. I'm not surprised if he believes that Hitler is still alive. Like
I won't be surprised
I
either,
don't-
man. These guys,
I don't care really as much, but
yeah. As long as he's
Like-
doing well on court, yeah.
yeah, like it brings. Like he adds to what he does. What I like about him, he adds competition to the game now
Mm.
because and especially in the East now the talent is spread out, not just like 4 teams in the East now. It's like maybe 8 now.
Yeah, man. Oh, we'll talk about the new faces and the same faces in new places. Like I like to say is a lot of people move teams, and man, I can't wait to see how it shakes out because now it's an open table, man. It's anybody's league now. It's not like a Warriors Cavs situation where it's only them.
Yeah, I mean we can. Like, who do you think is gonna come out the East? I want it to be Boston, but of course it's gonna be like a fucking hard ride because
It's super hard.
but Bucks,
Oh,
Nets,
yeah.
and then Philly got better. I think they got better, and then
Magic
who
is
else?
undefeated.
Yeah, they'll crumble soon. I think they'll crumble soon. Maybe, but
Oh,
maybe soon, maybe later. I don't know, but we'll see how it goes.
okay, yeah. So that's the East. Let's move on to the West. Let's talk about your team for a second, right? And our next
Yeah.
topic is Celtics Lakers struggles. Why do you think they're struggling?
Oh my God! This morning when I saw, I mean, it's just one game and it's very small sample size because we've been playing 6 teams only.
Hmm.
But judging from the previous game, what we need is a playmaker and a closer because we were up 5, okay? And it was like a minute left. All we had to do was just make stops or extend the lead, right? I mean, you have 2 options there, you know.
Yeah.
And another option is of course throw your lead away and give them the dub.
Yeah, that's the suicide. Yeah.
That's which is what happened inevitably, of course,
Uh.
because every time every time they hold the ball, they don't know what to do. They just run like rabbits. They don't coordinate well. And then when they get an open shot, they miss. And then next play, they hold the ball, they stagnate the play, and then the ball gets stolen. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, this is why I've been stressing that we need Kemba back, because now that Gordon Hayward is gone, now Kemba is playing.
Right.
He's playing. He'll be more. How you say? He'll be like the Charlotte Hornet one. He'll be more. Voc- I think he'll be more focused on the offense.
Oh
Which
yeah,
is what
yeah.
we need right now. Defensively, I think we're all right. Like we definitely when we beat the Bucks like the second night, I was so happy. Like I was I talked to Sita, and we were like, oh my God, what a win! Even though we won by one only.
That was a
Yeah,
you did,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. When Giannis missed the free throw to tie the game, I was like, yes, you Greek freak, you overrated piece of shit.
Like I said, man, a win by 20 or a win by one, a win is a win, man. A win is a win.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was a dub.
yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, they could have won like at any moment of the game, but they led by 20, at one point that
Mm.
game, the Bucks. So that's why I was happy. That was another reason why I was happy. We came back from a
20
20
point. Wow.
point deficit. Yeah, so
Yeah, at least you have the potential to wipe out a 20-point deficit from the Bucks, man, one of the scariest team in the East. So, yeah.
yeah, close. I mean, thank God, Jason Tatum made that 3-point shot. If he made it, we would have lost. And that's why we needed more closers, like not more closers, just more closer, and that's Kemba.
Yeah,
That's
the
why
missing piece.
we're struggling at the moment.
Yeah, but yeah, early
Spread the
days.
wealth.
Yeah, early days. You know what? I'm gonna talk about the Lakers because I don't want you to feel bad for Celtics too much. So
Okay, go on,
I
man.
don't really I don't know. I don't look at Lakers as a struggling team right now, even though, like I said, it's early days. It's just beginning of the season. So when I saw them with the new roster, right? With Dennis Schroeder, Dennis the Menace, and then they got the new Gasol back in the Lakers franchise. That puts a smile on my face. Who else did they
Mhm.
get? They got Trez. They got a bunch of new pickups, right? And then they blew the opening game.
Schroeder,
Yeah, Dennis the Menace,
Schroeder.
Dennis Schroeder, yeah. So I mentioned him on the top. So and then they got all that, and then they blew the ring ceremony night. They lost the game there, and I'm like, what happened there? So for me, I was like, okay, so is this a new fit for them, or will this work even? And then as the games progress, we start to see the new click fitting in. Like you see Dennis making plays. You see there was one game where Dennis and Trez, the new pickups, they combined with LeBron and AD together, four of them for 90 points. Four of them. I'm like, oh, this is crazy. Like if they keep going at this rate, uh, uh, LeBron, the Le GM, yeah, he did a good job picking up these people, man. Um, so yeah, so I think that's a good sign, man. I don't see Lakers struggling now like the Celtics are, but like you said, this is gonna be tough if injuries start happening. It's gonna be tough if yeah,
Yeah, it's still soon to say,
yeah,
but we hope for the best for both teams. Well,
yeah,
not really for Lakers. I want them to suffer, but as a Celtics fan,
yeah.
but
The rivalry
yeah,
is strong because
like
it's tied
like
now.
who wouldn't want like two teams like fully healthy to go all out on each other? I mean, that's good TV right there.
That's good TV. There's no better drama than sports. That's real drama.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right, so
Next.
next topic, let's go. Harden to Philly or Nets? Oh, this is going to be interesting because there's been a lot of talk lately about where this guy will end up. And why did you pick
Mm.
Philly or Nets? Because I put this as a topic because you gave me those options.
I mean, initially he wanted the Nets, and then he expanded to Philly,
Hmm.
and then recently he added the Heat now. Yeah, so now three basically, three places that he would like to end up on.
But I think we both agree that if he ends up in any of these three places, immediately one of those three places will become a scary, scary team, man. The Heat with
No,
Jimmy
I
Butler.
don't agree with you.
Oh,
I will agree on the Heat only, not Nets or Philly.
Nets are because you said Philly is getting better. Nets has the two superstars in the game.
Yeah, that's the reason why
Oh, okay,
he will
I
make the
agree.
team
Yeah,
worse.
okay. So I have a point where I agree with you, but I'll let you go first.
Okay. Okay. Like if let's say Harden goes to the Nets, who do you think will get the ball more out of those three?
Okay, this is where I'm gonna come in with my point why I agree with you. Because on the surface value, I see like, but James Harden to Nets, this is a crazy thing. Like this is gonna be like a sweep for the East. But now I
Mm.
realize that Harden in the Nets would be the second time he will be joining a team with a guy named Kevin Durant. And what happened the first time? Well, I don't know. They barely made it to the finals, and then they lost to one LeBron James. So uh, it could be have a potential. It could have a potential, but then they split up, and by them splitting up, it shows that each of them have their own alpha dog mentality, right? So
Mm.
coming back together in the same team, it's too many cooks in the kitchen, man. Too many cooks spoil the broth. So yeah, I think
Yeah,
yeah,
my point is exactly yours,
yeah.
and I mean it's similar to yours, but I'll go back to the days when Kevin Durant was in Golden State.
Hmm. But to answer your question, I think
Let's
Kevin Durant will get the ball more than Harden, and he'll have a problem with that.
No.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're
Yeah.
right. So, and you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. When he was in Golden State, right, Kevin Durant, who do you think had the, who do you think was the person that got the ball the most?
No.
And 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 I would and I would tell you right now, your answer is wrong.
I was gonna say Steph, man. No?
It's wrong. It's everybody.
Oh, right.
Everybody got the ball.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Why?
They've got they've got the top two shooters in the game.
Hmm.
They don't need the ball as much. Kevin Durant, you can just dribble, and then Steph or Clay will just go to the corner quickly, and then they shoot, and it's money.
It's funny.
That's yeah, it's cash money. It's that simple. Imagine now going to the Nets. Okay, now you got Kyrie and James Harden, both ball dominant players. They will dribble, and then Kevin Durant is just sitting there waiting for the ball to come to him, which will come never.
Hmm.
Until day of judgment, the ball will not come to him. Like I don't know why people are like giving them like high praise about this theory. I'm like, are you mad? like, you want to see a one-man show on a championship uh, pedigree team? I won't spread out because James Harden is not the type of player who wants to change his style
Hmm.
of game. And you have to also realize that Mike D'Antoni is there as well now. So
Yeah.
he would very much recommend James Harden to get the ball most often, and that will piss off Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, so you put a new perspective. I never saw it that way. Nice.
Yeah.
So what are the prospects of him at Philly then? Because you say they don't fit in the Nets, but what if Harden goes to Philly?
Same reason. He's ball dominant,
Hmm.
and let's say Joel Embiid is gone. I mean, in theory, that is good. In theory, it's good that like they've got a guy who's a scorer, who's good at the free throw line, all that jazz, a playmaker somehow. But Doc Rivers is not the type of guy who wants that kind of system. He wants it spread out.
Yeah.
And I don't think he would mesh well with James Harden if he's like that. The coach is has the spread the wealth mentality. This player is like, nah, give me the ball and I'll take you to the promised land, which never happened.
The promised land. So out of these two teams, you see that they're both will end up the same way, but you agree that if he ends up in the Heat, it's a threat.
Yeah, they've got more defensively. They're solid. If he's there, offensively they'll be better. It'll just be a matter of like chemistry. Will they mesh well or not?
True. Because they got Tyler Hero Ball, and then they got Duncan Robinson, who is a shooter as well, and then
maybe it'll become worse. Like going back to the reason why I said in the previous two teams that we talked about just now.
Yeah.
Why he will nuke that team? Maybe he will nuke Miami as well. Who knows? Actually, they don't need more offense. Actually,
they don't. They
need more defense. I think offensively they're solid, but like if you want more offense, then go get James Harden. Then
true.
I don't think he's going anywhere this season. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. And the longer he stays, the more things he will. I don't know. Like there's a lot of tantrums that he's, off the court drama.
Basically, that one will lower his trade value. And the Eastern Rockets are not willing to do that. They don't want to be ripped off.
Yeah.
They're trading an MVP type player for nickel cash. They don't want that.
Yeah. What a good way to put it. Yeah,
they don't want that. So it's not gonna happen. I don't think. It might happen, but I don't think so.
All right. So let's move on. I'm gonna speed run through these topics because I don't have much to say except for the novelty of seeing new faces in new places. CP3 has a new team. He's happy in this new team because he's with one of the youngest guys who was coached by the late great Kobe Bryant, Devin Book. The book of the book of Mormon.
The book of Devin.
The book of Devin. Yeah. So, oh man, Suns are looking unstoppable, man. Unstoppable with Chris Paul in the team. And they just got a game-winning shot with the game today with Devin Booker. So I'm glad to see that even though Chris Paul is jumping teams, he somehow jumps teams and makes them better. So that speaks to him being like what people call him the point guard, right? So I think I agree with that.
Yeah, I think that too. I think I predict that they will make noise in the playoffs. I think they'll go to the second round.
Only?
Only. Because they've got the Clippers, the Lakers, and then who else? Denver to worry about, and Portland. Oh shit, never mind.
Oh no.
Never mind. They might not go even past first round.
Oh, I just thought about it. Yeah.
The competition is too much, man.
The West is so stacked.
The West is more fun to watch than the East.
It's so.
We'll see how it
no
goes,
way!
Yeah.
They gotta
so
go
loaded,
through.
Man. So loaded.
Wow. They gotta go through not only
Dallas.
the Blazers, Dallas. They have to go through. Lakers is another question. Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay, man. Now
like 10 teams there are good. and the East may be 6 or 8, and that's only the play. And that's, I mean, yeah, 6 or 8, which is maybe which are debatable to some people, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I cannot wait to see the playoff predictions that you're gonna have, man, because the West is gonna be so throwing off everyone's predictions.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. So, okay, let's move on. John Wall has a new team. John Wall is now, he made his Rockets debut, and it was an impressive debut because he did sort of everything, man. He was on the glass, he was on the assist, and he scored a bunch of points. So, do you think this is a good fit for him with James Harden in the Rockets?
No,
Wow,
not in the playoffs, and not in the playoffs.
that's straightforward.
Uh, yeah, because he just came back from a very serious injury. They're gonna exploit that like to the max. Especially the Lakers. They've got like threes, man. They've got Gasol, they've got Trez, they got AD, LeBron. Like, tell me if John Wall can walk through them. No, of course not. So yeah, that's, I mean, that's my opinion basically. Because what the Rockets are doing is what the Bucks did last season. They rely on one guy to go to the paint many times, and look what happened. They got destroyed by the Heat, 4-1. Yeah,
Yeah, man. Yeah.
that's, so playoffs is a different ball game. Regular season maybe you'll average 28 points, but that's nothing compared to the playoffs. You play you play the same team maybe 7 times if we go all the way.
Mm-hmm.
So defensive schemes change, and
Yeah.
you have to find a way to get your team going as well. That's what.
Maybe it was a bad time for him to, I don't know. You can't say it's his fault for being in this position because, yeah, he went through a
No,
lot
I'm not.
of,
I'm
yeah.
not. I'm not saying that.
Yeah,
It's
no, I
just
know
I'm
you're not
being
saying that,
like,
but it's a bad
I'm
timing for
just
him to be in the
speaking.
Rockets now. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's bad time to be
On the
on the
West.
West.
Yeah, on the West.
Yeah,
Yeah,
on
that's
the
what I
West.
mean. Yeah.
He shouldn't have left the West. He should have
Uh,
stayed and get destroyed even less.
Less.
Like, yeah,
Yeah, I
that's what I'm
agree.
trying to
Yeah,
say.
that's what I
Not
meant
his,
also. Yeah, yeah,
it's not his fault at all being injured. Like, it
yeah.
could happen to anyone.
True, true. Just the timing
So
didn't
yeah.
align, and he could have stayed in the East, and he could have joined, I don't know, potentially an East team that can carry him to playoffs, finals. Uh, but
Yeah.
yeah.
You
So
wanted to talk about Westbrook, right? The other side of that trade.
okay, so this is if you say, I mean, if you want to talk about Westbrook and how he doesn't fit in the Wizards, I'm gonna agree because he doesn't fit in the Wizards. I agree, man. If you agree, then we're on the same page.
I mean, the record speaks for itself, right?
Yep.
0-4. Am I right? Or 0-5 now?
0-4. And guess what? He got a triple double. Like triple doubles come to this guy like magnets, but he doesn't necessarily bring them wins.
Like, I don't know. I mean, how to say? I don't know why he never. Maybe shooting is that hard, is it? Like getting your shot right is that hard? I mean, like this guy. I mean, he makes shots, but like the more he makes, it seems the further he gets from the rim. The ball.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't understand how he gets a
yeah,
triple double.
maybe it's harsh.
Yeah, he gets a triple double and he still doesn't win. And triple double means that he got assists, meaning people score for him, and if he and points wise he scores himself. And rebounds means the other team is missing. But how is it that they're still losing? That's what I don't get, man. Hmm.
Yeah, that's going back to the shooting. He needs to average 40 to stay relevant in the East.
Hmm.
That's why shooting is an important part of his. I mean, he should add to his arsenal. Like, can you imagine like a player like him with Steph Curry range?
Scary,
Like
scary.
he'll win back-to-back MVPs. That's how.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, maybe not back-to-back, like two, three-peat somehow. I don't know. We'll
Man,
see.
it's his first team
Yeah, and
since, yeah.
yeah,
I mean, not his first team since the Thunder, but first team since the Rockets, which is, yeah, two teams that he's ever played for. And I don't see him, having much success in the Wizards, man. I think he got a bad deal out of this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't think they'll make to the playoffs. I mean, people were saying they were because it's Russell Westbrook. Don't you remember the MVP he got, and who was the coach? The coach
Hmm.
at that time was the one in the Wizards now. I think Scott Brooks, is it? Yeah, Scott Brooks.
Oh, wait,
That guy.
he is? Oh, wow. Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah. It's the same coach. So
Nice.
that's the reason why he wanted to go there because of the coach.
Well,
No one else, just the coach.
just the coach. Yeah.
Because the coach knows give the ball to Russ. He'll give you a triple double, which is meaningless.
Meaningless. If it's not a win, it don't mean a thing if it doesn't have a ring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's about it for our topics today. If you want to jump into your final thoughts, what do we talk about in final thoughts?
Why were you not happy when LeBron won his fourth championship? I
Okay.
don't think you were not happy. Maybe you were, I don't know, cringe. I don't know. Tell me
Okay.
how you felt.
I know you're expecting to hear like a very like a solid reason why I didn't make a big
No, I
deal.
don't. I'm just no. I don't like. Maybe it's a big deal. I don't know. That's why I wanted to know.
Yeah, no, honestly, it's not. Honestly, I don't. I'm not one of those pessimists that see like, oh, this is just a Mickey Mouse ring. Like they just won the championship during the pandemic and all that. No, I don't think it. I don't think in that term at all.
It was a Mickey Mouse ring in my opinion. They
Yeah,
won against the Heat. They had no chance
yeah,
against the
yeah,
Lakers.
yeah.
Yeah.
Even with all that, I don't see it in any way like, okay, so they did what they set out to do. They won a
Okay.
championship. No matter what the circumstances, they finished their mission. Mission accomplished. For me, I'm happy in that sense. But for me, also, the celebration of that championship is so underwhelming. So that then I didn't get to feel the joy of like remember the Raptors when they won. Raptors championship was so
Yeah.
lit. Like not only because the crowd was there. I mean, they had a parade and stuff. But not only that, it's because the odds are stacked against them and all that. They didn't look like a team where they could make it at the end. But this is the Lakers we're talking about. I almost expected it to win. I almost expected like, oh yeah, it's a
I
guarantee.
think
Yeah,
I think the Raptors were the same scenario because KD and Clay went down. So
it
it's
wasn't
like
Mickey Mouse though.
I think like I agree somewhat, but like I'd be surprised if they lost that series. I mean,
Mm,
I would say that much
yeah,
because it's like you've been given the lollipop, just take it.
just take it. Just take it. Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
you know you like the lollipop, just take it.
Yeah. If it went
Just
the
like
other
that.
way, like you said, I never thought about it. If it went the other way and the Heat ended up winning the championship, I would be like, okay, so should I be disappointed or should I be like, yeah, this is a Mickey Mouse ring for the Heat because then it's the same story, right? It's the same scenario. Maybe it's Mickey
No,
Mouse.
it wouldn't be a Mickey Mouse ring. It shows that the Heat is a very good team. They're very resilient. They are the fifth in the East, and they won the championship. That's impressive.
Yeah, again with
They
no
beat
home
number
court
one, two,
advantage,
three, four.
with no like added pressure of the situation and all that. Is it the same thing?
Mm. What do you mean?
Because you know, the whole scenario, the whole atmosphere is different. It's not a playoff finals scenario, so their whole mentality changes. Even in the finals, it seems like a gym scrimmage that they're playing. Well, you know, in a finals
Oh,
game.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, it,
Yeah, you
yeah.
can. I mean,
So in that way, I
yeah,
feel like
obviously
yeah.
it's not as fun to see without the fans. I mean, we're the fans, like actually, we're just at home.
Mm,
We're cheering in virtual form,
yeah.
and I think that's just a maybe I am underestimating the power of it because they actually like the cheering also helps them play well at times, but
It can mess
with
with
or
your
without them,
mentality. It can mess with
with
your
or
yeah.
without them, with or without the amount of talent you have, you should do what you're supposed to do, I think, regardless of the fa- the fans being present or not. It does affect them somewhat, but
Yeah.
it shouldn't. The amount of talent you have uh, shouldn't be less compared to has less impact than the amount of fans.
You know who I think
That's
about
what
in
I'm
this
trying to say.
situation, and I know the power of the presence of not just the fans being there, the fans being the fans, is because the it no matter how talented you are, the mentality changes. I mean, people can have an effect on you. Remember 2011, LeBron is in his first playoffs or first finals with the Heat against the Mavericks, right? People expect him to show up and win that 2011 champ, but he didn't. People make fun of him for disappearing in the fourth quarter, and I think that's got to do with people, not just the fans, but the team that they're up against. They got into his psyche, man. They got into his brain, and then they got into his mentality, and it changes. So ever since then, he learned that he has to be stronger than the outside influence. So then he came back the next year and win. So again, like even people who go into the Warriors stadiums know that the Chase Arena at the time was the loudest arena ever, like in history or something. So that thing can affect you while you play. Every mistake is counted for. Every mistake that you make is scrutinized and under a microscope. People look at you and see. So I think it's a big thing.
Yeah, I think that's a good point you made there. Mind games.
Yeah. Oh, mind games. Yeah.
Yeah, I think LeBron should uh, this time. I think his finals opponent he shouldn't take them. I mean, I'm not saying that he did. Of course, like he respected them because they got 2 games out of him. 2 games is not easy if you're
Yeah.
against that kind of talent.
True. True.
So so I think whoever he's against, either KD or Giannis, or maybe us, he should um, he shouldn't let the media or whoever is scrutinizing him um, to impact the game, to impact the outcome of that series. Whoever comes out on top, that's it.
Yeah.
Whatever they will say. Oh, this guy will never catch Michael Jordan.
Hmm.
We shouldn't listen to that crap. It is what it is. Yeah.
Okay, man. I know it's early in the season, but I'm gonna ask you a question that is a bit controversial, man. Out of all the scary teams
Mm,
in the West, because West is scary, right? I'm not gonna touch the East yet, but the West
mm,
is scary, right? But there's one thing
mm,
that can change the course of the entire season. The storybook can change from one thing
mm,
called injuries. Who do you think will
mm.
be an injury, a victim of injury this season? That is potentially, season ending or something.
Like who could affect the championship chances like a lot.
Yeah, because that's the only way we can look at the West being predictable. Because now it's too unpredictable. Unless someone is injured, then we can
That
see that. Yeah.
already hit the Warriors like preseason already. So I mean, if you ask me, like if you put a gun on my head, I would say um, the Lakers. I think.
Yo, you know what?
think-
Yeah, I agree.
Because LeBron is about to meet Father Time, and then AD sometimes, you know, his health will be in question, you know, because how big he is.
Yeah.
So like knock on wood, of course I don't want them
Yeah, obviously,
to
yeah.
be injured, but it's probable, I would say. Not very likely. That's too um I mean, it's not impolite, I say.
I agree though.
I don't want to. I don't want to be ill-willed. You know, I don't
Yeah.
want them. I don't want any bad things happening.
I know, man. It wouldn't disappoint. I mean, I would be like the most disappointed if Lakers are early contention for not making the playoffs because of injuries. Because yeah, man, people now expect them to repeat based on the performance that they put up so far. But yeah,
Because of the talent as well,
Yeah.
the squad they have as well.
and the fact that they
Yeah.
have who they have and stuff, and then the West is not getting any easier, so they have like their job is not cut out for them at all. They have to work as hard as they ever did.
Yeah, or else Clippers will win the championship.
No, 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 no.
Clippers of Portland. I don't know.
If I want to
Could
give it
be,
to someone
could be
else,
any-
I'll give it to Portland, man. Not the
the
Clippers.
Mavericks.
No, no, no.
Okay.
Not even the
So you want
Mavericks.
Carmelo to win?
Yes.
I think you were happy when they lost, right? The Clippers, they blew 3-1 lead.
I was so happy,
It
man.
was
I was
hilarious.
so happy.
It was so hilarious. The way they blew that lead, it was so hilarious. From I think the 5th game onwards, I think 5, 6.
Yeah, that was when Pandemic
Those
P
two
started, no?
games.
Yeah, yeah. Pandemic P.
Those 2 games, they were up 30 or 20. They lost both games.
Pandemic P.
Pandemic hit you.
Yeah. Now we're calling him Pfizer P. They know Pfizer the vaccine, right? Because he's playing well now. But still, you know.
This guy also got extension, you know.
Oh,
This pandemic hit.
Pandemic P.
For shooting the ball at the backboard. If he can do that, I can do that also. Give me the 5 years.
Yeah, give me, yeah.
Give me the 5 year, $195 million.
For shooting the ball at the backboard.
Yeah, what the hell? Call me Fat Pico. Give me.
Whoa, man, nah, that's too much. That's too much.
No, that's too far. That's too far.
You know, it's like self-inflicting the harm on you. You shot yourself in the foot.
That's too far. Yeah. But you know what I'm trying to say, like,
Yeah.
come on.
If he
The
can,
backboard really-
if he can do that, then I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, give me the $200 million. You know.
Yeah,
Come
man.
on.
Yeah. So wow, what an overview of the season so far. 2021 is going to be interesting, man, to say the least.
Not for my team, but yeah, overall, yeah.
You never know, man. Yeah, the trades can change the game. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
see. Maybe after the 20th game, maybe I'll change my
Good tune.
perspective.
Yeah.
on
Okay.
my opinion.
All right. All right. So I guess that we'll call it a show then. Man, thanks for being here, man. So we'll talk about it. We'll talk about the next week. If there's anything interesting going on, we'll cover it on this podcast.
Yeah.
All right. Peace out, guys. See you next time.
Shalom.
This has been another episode of All the Way with A&A.
Brought to you by Azrin and Alfico. On to the next one. See you soon.